The life of Earl Louis Curly Lambeau, founder and legend of the Green Bay Packers. Earl Louis Curly Lambeau, April 9, 1898, June 1, 1965, was a pivotal figure in American professional football, best known for co-founding the Green Bay Packers and serving as their player, coach, and general manager for over 3 decades. His innovative strategies, particularly his emphasis on the forward pass, and his leadership in sustaining a professional football team in the small city of Green Bay, Wisconsin, left an indelible mark on the National Football League (NFL). This article provides a historically accurate account of Lambeau's life, drawing on verified sources to chronicle his early years, career, personal life, and lasting legacy. Early life and education. Earl Louis Lambeau was born on April 9, 1898, in Green Bay, Wisconsin, to Marcellin Lambeau, a building contractor, and Mary Sarah Latour, both of Belgian descent, the eldest of 4 children, including siblings Raymond, Oliver, and Beatrice. Lambeau grew up in a working-class family rooted in Green Bay's immigrant community. His nickname, Curly, derived from his distinctive curly hair, became synonymous. With his charismatic and commanding presence, Lambeau attended Green Bay East High School, where he excelled as a multi-sport athlete, particularly in football. From 1913 to 1917, he played halfback and served as team captain in his senior year, earning recognition as one of the school's most promising athletes. Sports writer George Whitney Calhoun, a key figure in Green Bay's sports scene, noted in the Green Bay Press-Gazette in September 1917 that Lambeau was a standout prospect trying out for the University of Wisconsin's freshman football team. However, Lambeau did not enroll at Wisconsin, likely due to financial or personal constraints. In 1918, Lambeau briefly attended the University of Notre Dame, where he played fullback on the freshman team under first-year coach Knute Rockne. He scored the first touchdown of Rockne's coaching tenure, a testament to his athletic prowess. However, a severe case of tonsillitis forced him to leave Notre Dame in early 1919, ending his college football career. Returning to Green Bay, Lambeau worked for his father's construction business and played for local semi-professional football teams, maintaining his passion for the sport, founding the Green Bay Packers in August 1919. At age 21, Lambeau, employed as a shipping clerk at the Indian Packing Company, approached his boss, Frank Peck, with a proposal to sponsor a company football team. Peck agreed, providing $500 for uniforms and equipment. On August 11, 1919, Lambeau and George Whitney Calhoun, a Press-Gazette sports writer, founded the team, initially named the Packers after their sponsor. A popular anecdote, though unverified, credits Lambeau's girlfriend, Agnes Aylward, with suggesting the name Green Bay Packers after Lambeau, considered Green Bay Indians to honor the company's contribution. The team's naming rights were later transferred to the Acme Packing Company. The Packers debuted in 1919 as a semi-professional team, playing against opponents from Wisconsin and Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Lambeau served as player captain, handling many coaching responsibilities, though Willard Big Bill Ryan was the official coach for the first season. The team's early success, driven by Lambeau's leadership and on-field performance, led to their entry into the American Professional Football Association, APFA, the precursor to the NFL, in 1921. Lambeau's insistence on professionalizing the team, including securing Acme Packing support for a PFA membership, was instrumental in this transition, playing career and innovations from 1919 to 1929. Lambeau played as a halfback in the single-wing formation, the dominant offensive scheme of the era. As the Packers' primary runner and passer, he accounted for 35 touchdowns, 8 rushing, 3 receiving, and 24 passing in 77 games. According to unofficial statistics from the Football Encyclopedia, he was the first Packer to throw a pass, a touchdown pass, and a field goal, and occasionally served as the team's kicker, making 6 field goals and 20 extra points. His only NFL championship as a player came in 1929, when the Packers finished with a 1-2-0-1 record, Lambeau's most significant contribution. As a player, was his pioneering use of the forward pass. At a time when professional football relied heavily on running plays, he developed a passing game influenced by his brief time under Knute Rockne, who emphasized innovative offensive strategies. A notable example occurred during a 1919 game against a rugged team from Ishpeming, Michigan, where the Packers' running attack resulted in injuries. Lambeau shifted to a passing offense to reduce physical toll, a strategy that became his trademark. This approach, though initially mocked by opponents as soft, proved effective and foreshadowed the evolution of modern football. Coaching career with the Green Bay Packers in 1920, Lambeau became the Packers' player coach, assuming full-time coaching duties after retiring as a player in 1929. From 1920 to 1949, he served as head coach and general manager, wielding near-total control over the team's operations. His coaching record with the Packers was 209-104 to 1.656, contributing to an overall NFL coaching record of 2-9-1-3-4-22.623. Across three teams, Lambeau led the Packers to 6 NFL championships: 1929-1930, 1931, 1936, 1939, 1944, including an unprecedented 3 consecutive titles from 1929 to 1931. His teams featured future Pro Football Hall of Famers such as tackle Cal Hubbard, guard Mike Machowski, halfback Johnny Blood McNally, quarterback Arnie Herber, and receiver Don Hutson, whose record stood for decades. Lambeau's coaching philosophy, rooted in discipline and innovation, included daily practice as a rarity in early professional football land, the use of game film to analyze performance, a practice he adopted from Rockne. His strategic use of the Notre Dame box, a variation of the single-wing formation, was highly effective in the 1920s and 1930s. However, by the 1940s, his reluctance to adopt the T formation, which emphasized quarterback play and became the NFL standard, contributed to the Packers' declining competitiveness. The team remained strong through 1944, winning their 6th championship, but struggled thereafter. In 1948, the Packers posted their first losing season since 1933, and in 1949, they won only 2 games, marking the franchise's worst performance at the time. Financial difficulties compounded these challenges. In 1946, Lambeau purchased Rockwood Lodge, a training facility north of Green Bay, hoping to centralize team operations. The $32,000 investment strained the Packers' finances, and the facility's destruction by fire in 1950 exacerbated the team's near bankruptcy. By 1949, Lambeau delegated coaching duties to assistants to focus on stabilizing the team's finances, but his efforts were insufficient, and tensions with the Packers' board of directors grew. Departure from Green Bay and later coaching career. February 1950, following a power struggle with the Packers' management, Lambeau resigned. His departure was partly due to his controversial purchase of Rockwood Lodge and his perceived Hollywood lifestyle, including extended off-season stays in California. He coached the Chicago Cardinals 195-01951 and Washington Redskins 1952-1953, compiling a combined record of 203-01 with these teams. His tenure with both franchises was unremarkable. He retired from coaching in 1954. Lambeau's coaching innovations, however, had a lasting impact. He was among the first to observe games from the press box for a better field perspective, and to have players fly to road games, practices that became NFL standards. His emphasis on the passing game, particularly through players like Herber and Hutson, helped transform professional football into a more dynamic aerial sport. Personal life. Lambeau married 3 times. In August 1919, he wed Marguerite Van Kessel, with whom he had one son, Donald. The couple divorced in 1934. In 1935, Lambeau married Susan Johnson, a former Miss California contestant, and they had a son, Earl Louis Lambeau, too. Born in 1938, this marriage ended in divorce in 1940. In 1945, Lambeau married Grace Garland, the ex-wife of a Hollywood film director, and they remained married until his death. His frequent trips to California, particularly during his second and third marriages, fueled perceptions in Green Bay that he was drifting from his roots, contributing to his eventual estrangement from the Packers community. Lambeau's personality was complex. Described as a hot-headed disciplinarian, he imposed strict fines for missed practices or insubordination. Yet he inspired loyalty in players like McNally and Hudson. His charisma and vision enabled him to sustain a professional team in Green Bay, city of fewer than 30,000 residents in 1919, against larger market competitors. Death in Legacy, June 1, 1965. Lambeau suffered a fatal heart attack in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. At age 67, he was buried at Lambeau's Catholic Cemetery in Green Bay. 2 months later, on August 3, 1965, the Packers Stadium, originally called New City Stadium, was renamed Lambeau Field in his honor. The venue, opened in 1957, remains the NFL's longest continuously occupied stadium and a symbol of Lambeau's enduring influence. Lambeau was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1963 as part of its inaugural class, recognized as a player, coach, and founder. He was also elected to the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame in 1961. His 229 career coaching victories ranked second only to George Halas for many years, and his 6 NFL championships remain a benchmark for coaching excellence. A 14-foot statue of Lambeau, erected in 2003, stands outside Lambeau Field, commemorating his contributions. Beyond statistics, Lambeau's legacy lies in his role as the architect of the Green Bay Packers' identity. By founding and sustaining a team in a small city, he defied the odds in an era when professional football was dominated by large urban markets. His innovations in strategy and team management helped shape the modern NFL, and his commitment to the passing game laid the groundwork for the sport's evolution. As Smithsonian writer Jim Doherty noted in 1991, Lambeau took the Packers from playing before crowds of 4,000 to 5,000 in 1919 to drawing 25,000 fans by the mid-1930s, setting the stage for the franchise's global following today. Conclusion. Earl Curly Lambeau was a visionary whose contributions to American football extended far beyond the field. As a player, coach, and founder, he built the Green Bay Packers into a powerhouse, securing their place as one of the NFL's most storied franchises. His innovations, from the forward pass to modern coaching practices, transformed the sport, while his determination ensured the survival of professional football in Green Bay. Lambeau's life, marked by brilliance, flaws, and an unrelenting passion for the game, remains a cornerstone of NFL history.